ask the director to bring any documents, so this shouldn't have been burdensome or oppressive. Her office is only 0.3 miles away. If she was to walk here, it'd only take 7 minutes, 1 minute by car. The whole basis of the motion to withdraw is the pay. And according to 17-12-5.
You're asking?
Correct.
All right. And what's the relevance of that, madam?
If I asked for additional funds back in March, and that was met with a letter from the director saying she doesn't need to meet with me anymore. And I need to know what she has done to advocate for the appointed counsel in this case.
Appointed attorney representing a defendant charged in the Young Slime Life gang trial claims the state's not doing enough to protect the people who are too poor to pay for their own defense. Channel 2's Michael Seiden with us now, live outside the Fulton County Courthouse with the growing frustration.
And Justin, that attorney telling us that she isn't making enough money for this case. She's thinking about starting her own OnlyFans page just to fund her legal services. More on that in a moment, but another busy day here in the courthouse. In fact, tight security again. I had to put this wristband on that shows that I went through the double security checkpoint to get inside the courtroom. Once we got inside, though, defense attorneys say what happened inside, they were disappointed. That's because they claim they're not getting enough money to represent those who need public attorneys.
This case is slated to last for about a year, and if you were to do the math, it would be $6 an hour. I can't take any new cases. I can't close any cases. I need something to survive off of.
Criminal defense attorney Angela D. Williams calling out the Georgia Public Defender Council, which is the state agency that appointed her to represent one of the defendants charged in the Young Slime Life gang case against rapper Young Thug and his alleged associates.
But we were under the impression that GPDC was advocating for us, and once they put those walls up, I'm thinking maybe I need to start an OnlyFans?
D. Williams says she came to court today hoping to question GPDC's executive director, Amatayo Ali.
I asked for additional funds back in March, and that was met with a letter from the director saying she doesn't need to meet with me anymore.
But the executive director never took the stand. Instead, one of her lawyers stepped in for her.
I'll just stand on my motion as far as my argument to hear what Ms. Ali could possibly have to offer the court that couldn't be available through me or someone else.
Okay, let me take a few minutes out and let me let you talk with Ms. Glazier.
After a 10-minute closed-door meeting between D. Williams and GPDC, the two parties agreed they would meet again within the next 2 weeks. While a spokesperson for GPDC says they're working to find additional funds for lawyers who are currently getting paid $15,000 for this entire case.
If they really cared about those who are indigent, they would use the taxpayers' money wisely.
And guys, just the latest numbers we have dating back to August. The reality situation is 85% of defendants in Georgia are indigent. And as of last August, again, more than 600 were unrepresentative. Again, though, a spokesperson for that state organization says they are working to find alternative funding. But of course, right now, there are 4 attorneys in this case who could potentially be leaving because of lack of funds. We are live in downtown Atlanta. Michael Seiden, Channel 2 Action News.
Yo, 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 it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in once again on the YSL State Rico case in Georgia, and the roller coaster ride continues. We just saw last week what happened with one of the lawyers. Menendez got arrested, outburst in court and everything like that. But not today. We had a lawyer actually had to go up and put a motion in to see about the pay they receiving as court-appointed and public defenders in this case. And I'm at a link in the description from Law and Crime Network, and I actually was watching a little bit of that live yesterday, and also WSB TV, who spoke with the defense attorney, D. Williams, directly about the finances with this case. And I'm going to get into the write-up in a second, but what didn't happen now is they ain't getting paid enough. $15,000 is going to equate to the amount of hours and time they got to put in on this case to $6 an hour. Maybe even less, because you never know how much overtime and mental work you got to do outside of just pulling up to the courtroom and researching and trying to find things you can use in court to defend them. She like, where the money at? We ain't getting paid. And then on top of that, when you break it all down, This supposed to be coming from the government, bro. This supposed to be taxpayers' money. That mean if it's a question about what my bread is, because she can't go out and represent nobody else. She can't work on no other cases. This thing is all the way time consuming. She got to focus on this. So how she gonna put a food on her table and take care of her responsibilities and everything? And this is something that, nigga, I'm not even supposed to really be requesting this money. Y'all supposed to be making sure I'm straight. That's how I look at it, but it could be more details behind the scenes that I don't know about. But the write-up says this from her. We were under the impression that the GPDC was advocating for us. And once they put those walls up, I'm thinking I need to start an OnlyFans, D. Williams said. This case is slated to last about a year, and if you were to do the math, it will be $6 an hour. Defense attorney Angela D. Williams said, I can't take any new cases. I can't close any cases. I need something to survive off of. She provided her duty as a court-appointed lawyer in the game, but she's saying what a bread at, man, and I get it. Shit, they did say this thing was going to be super costly. It was going to be super expensive. And we've been hearing little things like what's really going on because this process ain't seated one jury yet. And how you going to find a jury who can sit through this whole process and everything? We seen one person get bond. Young Thug put in a new motion for a bond. And it just sound crazy to hear her say. And not thinking that she finna get on there stripping or anything like that. She's just saying if anybody want to support her probably or GoFundMe. Because look, man, where else the money gonna come from? I got to get this bread from somewhere to take care of my business. I ain't thinking she trying to do nothing nasty or sexual though, but I get what she's saying, bro. Like, y'all ain't got no bread for me. What situation I'ma be in? They gonna have to tighten up. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.
This case is slated to last for about a year, and if you were to do the math, it would be $6 an hour. I can't take any new cases. I can't close any cases. I need something to survive off of.